Peace, beautiful people. It is your girl, the real Tony Hickman, and I am back with another video from the greenery in my background. Yeah, I love peace, man, and the park just brings me peace. But we're gonna get straight to the subject because I know several people that deal with this issue, and so yeah, I wanted to just cover it as a whole. I haven't worn deodorant in probably like 8 years. I don't know. It's been long. And as you can see, I've been out here. I just finished working out, like sweaty, you know. But I haven't worn deodorant and I don't stink. And it's been, I'm going to say 7 years, but I think it's even been longer than that. And so when I tell people that, they'll just be like, ugh, you know, they don't understand that. But the only reason people need deodorant is because they are putting dead stuff in their body. And so let me adjust this camera, y'all know I'm saying. And so when we decide to put dead stuff in our body, like, I need you to imagine, I want to use your imagination for a minute, right? I'm going to put a cloud up here. But I want to use your imagination for a minute. Imagine you are walking down the street, right? You're just walking on a sunny day, and you see a dead bird. Or we could say a possum. Yeah, you see a dead possum. And it smells. It has bugs coming out of it, flies flying all around it. And you walk by it. And you smell the odor, because they stink, right? Dead animals stink, right? Okay. And so when you walk by that and you finish, or let's just say it was your favorite chicken. Let's just say it was a chicken if you eat chicken, or a dead cow, or whatever you eat, dead pig on the side of the road, got bugs and everything floating around it, maggots, all that, right? After you leave that area, would you go get that animal and eat it? Absolutely not. But what happens is, when we go to the grocery store, they use this ammonia and pink dyes and all of the things to make the meats look presentable. So you pick it up and you cook it. Now, I know a lot of meat eaters. I know a lot of meat eaters. And that's, you know, even my son eats meat. He doesn't eat it that often, but he does eat meat. And so, and he has to use deodorant. But when you decide to stop eating dead stuff, then you will realize over time, because it takes a long time for that stuff to come in your body, especially if most people are eating meat 3 times a day or more. But if you are eating meat for so long and then you decide to just come off of it, it's still going to be in your system for a couple of months. And this is meat, fish, all meats, all sea creatures, all of that. If you're eating something that has eyes and it's dead, you're going to need deodorant, because you're going to stink, because that same thing you walked by on the street that had an odor, that's what's smelling inside of your body. Harsh reality, I know, but it is the reality. And so if you want to change that, then you have to literally change what you are putting in your mouth. So I can sweat, I can do everything, and I have no odor. I promise you. But it took a minute for meat to come out of my body. And let me correct that, because I did vegetarian for a long time. So even though I stopped the meat, I still was eating vegetarian. And that's still dairy products. So even dairy, some dairy like cheese and stuff like that will make you stink, especially if you're doing it in excess. But if you decide to leave the fishes, the meats, the cheese, everything that belongs to an animal, everything that belongs to an animal that has eyes, anything that has eyes, if you decide to leave it alone, slowly over time, you will see that you will start to not need deodorant either. So that's my advice. Now, in the meantime, because the deodorants are not good, they have aluminum in them, and y'all know I wrote the book Chemical Suicide, and so I'm gonna put it up here. But I did write the book Chemical Suicide about chemicals in beauty products, deodorant, all of that stuff. And but aluminum is not good for the body. It actually blocks the sweat in. It blocks toxins in your body. And who needs to block toxins? We need to shed toxins. So even when you buy deodorant, don't get the antiperspirant. I think that's what you call it. Don't get that one. You want to sweat. You have to sweat. That's the reality, especially if you're consuming all of these foods or you are asking for stuff to start happening with your body because you're keeping all of the toxins in. But there are, and this is, I'm not giving medical advice or whatever. This is an herb, and so if you have any medicine you're taking, please consult your doctor before taking what I'm about to say. But there is an herb called fenugreek. And fenugreek is like a natural deodorant that you can take from the inside out. So if you start drinking fenugreek tea, you will start to smell like it. And it smells like maple syrup. But you will start to smell like the tea. But yeah, that's something that can help you in your journey. And I know some people who still use it, but sometimes if you're consuming too much animal stuff, the maple smell mixed with must is like not that great of a smell. So you just want to be mindful of that. And if you are looking to get off of meat, right? If you're looking to get off of meat, you don't have to go just cold turkey, because I know that can be hard for a lot of people. You probably got meat in your freezer and all of that, right? So if you're looking to get off of meat, then you can start with just eliminating it out of your breakfast and instead substituting something like a smoothie, right? So yeah, you could substitute something like a smoothie with no sugar. Fruit is already sweet. You do not need sugar. So, but substitute your meal as a smoothie. And then, and even if you go hard on honey, watch the honey you're using. Make sure it's raw. I'm not a big fan of honey, but I know a lot of people praise it. So anyway, I don't think you need a sweetener. Just add your fruit. But take the meat away for your breakfast and add fruit for your breakfast, because fruit, we need the glucose to feed our brain. When we're consuming like that, we need the glucose to feed our brain. It gives our brain that balance. That's why people always like jump on eating donuts and stuff in the morning, because it's like the brain craves glucose. It craves it in the morning, but you can get it in a healthier way by getting it through your fruit. Yeah. And so that'll be a way to start eliminating meat out of your diet. And then you go the next time, because most people are eating 3 meals a day. That's just the reality. Most people are eating 3 meals a day, and they're eating the meat most of the time and snacking. Man, that snacking is no joke. I know. I'm on a cleanse right now, and yeah, I know. So, but yeah, the Second thing you could do is just maybe incorporate it from your breakfast and lunch, right? So for lunch, you can have like I don't know, you can have an avocado taco if you like avocados, or, some avocado toast. And you could get those big things of bread. I forgot what they're called, ciabatta, I think. And you could get that with like onions and all of that on there. Like, make it the way you would want to make it. But slowly just get yourself off of the meat. You'll notice that you won't crave it, and you will feel better. You will start to feel better, and you'll start to look better. You'll look in the mirror and be like, God, my skin. Because you're not what they call it. You will see that you are not a graveyard anymore for animals. So, then you can eliminate it at your dinner. It's so many ways. Mushrooms are a substitute for meat. And then they have the meat substitutes. I'm not really big on promoting those hard. I think it's a gateway into getting off of meat, but don't even get stuck on those. But it's better than eating the meat, because they don't bleed and they don't die. It's granules or whatever it is, but it's not from an animal. And but I don't promote the vegan meats either. I think y'all see me leaning because I'm skinny, and these damn benches hurting my booty. Excuse me. Yeah, the bench hurting my booty. But yeah, so that's the way that you can get off of the meats gradually. And then for dinner, you can still have your favorite pasta with like some vegetables and all kind of stuff in it. Like, you can gradually come off of it. So but and I don't suggest, I'm real strict. I don't believe in doing pasta over a period of time. Pasta is addictive. Let me tell y'all, that's my favorite food. First of all, I love pasta. My mother said she ate it every day when she was pregnant with me. So I got that side effect. I love pasta, but pasta is not your friend. You can taste it, but you got to leave it alone, and you got to acknowledge when you are addicted. Yes. So, yeah, but that's what I wanted to share with y'all. You want to get off deodorant? Get off deodorant. You want to get off of meat. You want to start changing your lifestyle. You have to start with yourself. You have to start with yourself. We go to the white coats all the time and ask them for the advice. And even some of our white coats have the big belly and yeah, what is your soul saying to you? What is your soul telling you that you need to do? Because your soul is guided by the Most High. Your soul is a part of the Most High. Your soul is the Most High. And so when you are going against your soul, putting the stuff in your mouth that you know you don't need to eat, then you will reap the results of not listening to your soul. And that's not just in food. That's in consuming with food, with humans. That's consuming with music. That's consuming with television. And we all got to get it together. Listen, even though I talk to y'all, I really got to get stuff together too. I work on myself. I deal with a lot of people looking at me kind of crazy because I am so strict. But I'm peace being strict on me. And I'm not as strict as I want to be. Like, even more, I see like, dang, I could do that. That's a joy for me. And it's not even strict for me. It's me aligning with what my God self wants me to do and working on that. And so when I find myself going against what my God self wants me to do, that bothers my soul. And I just told y'all that God is the soul, right? So that bothers God. Wow. See the epiphanies that come out here. I promise y'all. Anyway, much love. Yeah. New book coming, y'all, by the way. If I could just finish this last part, I'm just editing. But I just got to finish the last part. But it's coming. It's coming. I promise it's coming. It's a coming. It's a coming. And yeah, I'm taking some lessons. I am back in the studio working on new music. And if you haven't followed The Cure, we have been doing music too. So stay tuned for that. And that's it. As always, I love y'all. Focus on yourself. Listen to yourself. Listen to your God self. Peace.